Okay, so let's get into how we make the actual squeeze page itself. I'm back inside of my Aweber account and I've gone to the web forms section. Okay, now here in web forms, this is where you actually create the forms that people have to fill in order to give you their name and email address, in our case just their email address, in order for you to be able to send them all those follow-up messages that I showed you in the previous video. Okay, so all we have to do is click on create a new web form. Alright, come down here and it shows us the different types of forms that are available, and this is going to be the basis of our squeeze page. Now a lot of people have different theories on this, whether or not you should just use kind of a basic form that has no images and all that kind of stuff. Later on in a later part of the course I'll be talking about split testing, but for now I'm gonna go with the theory that I like to use somewhat of an image that has to do with our topic if possible. Alright, so let's look at none of these really say anything to me. Textile, St. Patrick's Day, it's not really good for trying to save a divorce from breakup. It's probably going to create more divorces than save any, but what can you do? So none of these are really speaking to me, so let's see what show more is. Maybe look around in promotional, right? Passion. Passion might be okay. Alright, I mean, you can get rid of a lot of these texts up here in the header, so we'd be able to edit that. Passion might be okay, kind of renew the passion or something like that. Let's see, show more. You know what I'm thinking? Let's look for something that has to do with weddings. Let's see if we can find a wedding one. Maybe celebration has some celebration. That passion's there in celebration. Alright, keys, fiesta, collegiate, bakery. Wedding. Alright, let's look at this one. Alright, we're engaged. Okay, I think we can get rid of that. The other thing you want to look at here on these forms is you want to look at one that says submit in the button. Most of the forms that have submit as the button, you can change the text of the button. A lot of the other ones that say sign up, like for example, that sign up might be editable, but if you look at this one, textile, this one is definitely a graphical image that you won't be able to change, right? And sign up and all that kind of stuff makes it a little bit too generic and tends to lower your conversions as far as opt-ins. So let's go with wedding. I'm going to load that template. Alright. Now the main areas we need are the header. We need this footer image, but we don't need this powered by, we don't need this we respect your email privacy, none of that stuff. Okay, we don't even need their name. As a matter of fact, that reduces the amount of conversions as far as mobile opt-ins go. Now what we need to do first is we need to be here in form type, right? Inline is fine. The width. Now we want to stretch this out a little bit, and I found that 305 seems to be a good width for our mobile squeeze page. It takes up the entire screen of at least the iPhone, and it centers it on the screens of most of the other mobile phones. Okay. Second thing we want to do is we want to talk about the inputs. We want to make this a little bit bigger. So how do we do that? Well, we just crank that up to let's call it 18. All right. That kind of just makes it a little bit bigger, makes it a little bit more attractive. And we're going to change the label because we're going to use this as the line that tells them what to do. Enter your email to get instant or to get your free report. To get your free report. We want it to only take one line. So, your gift. Alright, so we want it to do that. The other thing we want to do while we're here in go to labels, we're going to change the color. We want to, I like red for this topic. Let's call it red. Oops, did not take. red, but kind of a darker red. Alright, and I like to make it bold, right, because we want that to jump out at them. We're going to edit the button here. We're going to make this all about them. Save your marriage now. Right? We want that to be very emotional. You know, we want that to invoke emotion. We're going to bring this down. We're going to make this one red as well. All right. Make it red with a little bit of a gradient there. That's good. All right. Save your marriage now. That's going to get them to click. Right, they're going to want to click here. Click in the header up here, and we need to enter a text. Okay, so where do you get the text? Well, we get it from our swipe file, number 1. All right, we get it from all these different ads that we saw in the previous videos that, you know, were very strong ads for the pay-per-click campaigns. We got some ideas from there, and we also can get it from the actual sales page itself, right? So look at, for the man that has helped 50,119 people in 77 countries, right? So if you scroll through the sales page, you can find some very interesting things, because all the language that he uses in the sales page for him has shown that it converts. Okay, so if you use this information not only for your squeeze pages, but for some of the headings or some of the subject lines in your emails, you're going to see your conversions go up. Okay, but for now, you know, I've taken a minute and I've kind of gone here and we've made some just kind of ideas of what I think would be good to say. So I'm going to go ahead and type it in from what I remember here. I'm thinking free. Let's make this all caps. Free report reveals. Right, we like to kind of trail it off. Reveals. We're gonna have to make it a little bit smaller here for sure. Let's try it at 14 for now. Yeah, we'll try it at 14, and then we'll make changes as we need to. Right. Oops. If you only need one space, you hold the Shift key and hit the return button, and it'll just drop down one space instead of giving you that double space real quick. Alright, we got to make it all, take off the caps lock, how you can instantly, remember now, look at these power words that I'm using. I'm using instantly, and we're making it all about them. You can instantly stop your breakup, divorce, or lover's rejection. And I'm gonna go with, oops, again, Shift return, guaranteed methods used by thousands. Alright, now we're going to select it all, center it. Let's throw in Tahoma. Let's change the color to red, bold. Do we want it all in bold? Maybe we'll go with this in black, that in bold for sure. And you can see here how it looks different here, so you always want to be looking at the main window to see how it's going to look. Let's see. Do we need to do anything else? I think that's pretty good right now. Let's make that bold. Stop. Instantly stop. We're going to make that a different color as well. Make that a stronger red. Alright. And we're going to call this one used by thousands. And make that bold as well. Alright. So we got the call to action here, into your email. We got kind of the header here that's going to draw their attention. I think that's pretty good. Go with that. maybe in the footer, let's see if we want to add something else from our swipe file here. Let's see. Let's see if we can maybe add this. If your relationship is on the brink of disaster, then this might be the most important page you've ever read. Let's see if we can make that fit here nicely. The only problem with this footer is that it kind of drops down when you put it in there. We're going to go with that deep red, capitalize the if. Brink of disaster, we want to bold that out, change the color, and this is the Alright, might want to try and keep that to 2 lines if possible. We'll have to see, play around with it in the mobile page creator. Go ahead and bold that out as well. Call this, call that black. Alright, let's see if we make this Toma. Okay, that just kind of brings home the point a little bit more.